Good afternoon. Welcome to the studio, everybody. Let's move this over here. So, adjust that a little bit. There we go. Happy Friday. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm going to do a little bit of rowing today. I've got one kiln cooling down. I have another one heating up. We started a bisque firing this morning, so a lot of the pieces that I've made over the past week have dried out, and it's going through its first firing in the kiln. The glaze that I was working on yesterday is in the kiln cooling down, which I won't probably be able to open it up until later tonight. So I'm going to start the process over again. I'm going to be doing some throwing. There's a great deal of stuff going on this weekend here. We have, if anybody is in or around Nashville, then you probably know that the CMA Fest is on this weekend. It's the country music festival where basically all of downtown is just like there's anywhere somebody can set up, there's a concert. There are so many events going on downtown. And then up here, we have the 400-mile yard sale, which I get more excited about the 400-mile yard sale than I ever have about CMA Fest. There we go. Sorry, that was 4 pounds of clay coming on the wheel here. Hope nobody was asleep. I need to make another yarn bell because the other one I made other day broke. So I need to make another one. So that's what I'm doing here. That's what I'm starting off with, because this one it's like has a bigger base than a lot of the mugs that I make, so I needed a bigger bat. So I'm starting off with this one. Get it out of the way. Using my new clay, a new batch of clay that I got in. But their 400-mile yard sale is all along the Highway 6880 in Kentucky, and it is so it comes like the block that our building is on. It is like one side of our building, so it comes right by us. So I put out a lot of our put out a bunch of seconds out in the front on the front sidewalk to see if anybody would want to come by, and I just dump my water out. That reminds me that I want to go make sure I can see the front door, because that's where Kiba is. Kiba's waiting to greet everybody, and he's had 2 people come in today. But they've both done their duty and petted him, and he only bit one of them. I thought that would go a bit more gracefully than it did. Let's get this out of here. Wanted to get that clay up off of the edge there, off of the bottom, because right now it's soft and I can just put it back in my reclaim. If I just leave it there, it's going to dry out, and it'll go through reclaim anyway, but it's just easier if it's to get it out now, if I can remember to do it. Where is my sponge? So I'm basically making a big dome that does not have a base on it. Add some water here. Need more water. Hey, it's Erin. Welcome. Good afternoon. This is a yarn bell. This is going to be a dome. It is similar to the yarn bowls that I make in that it is something to protect your yarn while you're knitting or crocheting. Find the bottom of this here. I made one of these the other day as a custom order, and then I broke it. So I've got to make another one. And then I'll get back to making mugs. And maybe a few more potion bottles. Just be careful here. With this not having a base on it, I run the risk of having the walls disconnect from the bat. And I don't want that to happen because then it'll just go flying away. But so far so good. Now I want to close this in. We're not closing it in completely like I do with the pumpkins in the fall. This one is it's going to have a hole in the top of it. Just like that. What's that look like? Looks good. Nope, I'm not going to cut it off. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to set it aside. And hopefully this one will be better. So this is the normal bat that I use. And it has little spots in the bottom that fit over the bolts in the wheel head. These go all the way through the wheel head, and in theory you can like remove them, but mine have not been removed in 17 years. So they're probably not gonna be removed ever. They're there. They're on there, and I doubt the only way you could get them off would be to like cut them off. So I pretty much always have to use a bat, and I always do anyway. So it's been years since I've thrown on the wheel head. Though you can, I mean, you can throw directly on the wheel head, but it's nice to have a platform that you can remove. Let's see here. Does this show anything at all? Whoop. It does show something. I was just gonna like bring this up so I can see it if I need to. See, can you see Kiba? He's like, it's in shadow, so the sun is very bright. The lights are on in there, it's just the sun is very bright. You can see we've got some stuff outside our front window. This is so I can see if anybody's in here. And there's Kiba curled up in his bed. There we go. Um, what first? I think I'm going to do tankards. So, these are going to be the 24-ounce tankards. We've had a couple of these ordered in the last few days. So some of the ones I make here are going to be for orders, not just stock, though the rest of them are going to be stock. Now, I've moved the camera around and it's been kind of bumped by cats and everything, so I'll have to measure this one and then set a new guide. Okay, that will work. We have our first tankard. Make sure that's nice and. Now I have 20 of these I can make. I've already made 40, so this will be. I think the majority of these might end up being plain. Let me see what all I've got for the other fandom tankards. Two tankards. Oh, and I just put my thumb in it. But I fixed it. Trying to poke a hole through things. So what's going on with everybody else? Like I said, it seems like there's all kinds of events going on right now. It's middle of June, middle of summer. We've got our 400-mile yard sale. If anybody likes to go out thrifting or out yard sailing, what do you look for? Because everybody has something that they look for sometimes, right? Or do you just go see what catches your eye? Like, I go after toys and books. That's what I like. I like old cookbooks. I want to finish this pool. I gotta fix that. Is it a hole? It is. It's a little bit of a hole. Wonder if there was a bubble there or something. Hey, look, we're making a sorting hat. Not really. It's too thick for that. It's not a very good spot for that because I am going to be stretching it out a bit more. Let me see if I can fix that a little bit. Oh, let's lift it back up a little bit. One of my tools had fallen on the floor, and while I'm not using it right now, I wanted to make sure I knew where it was. Traveling Tatter, hello! Good afternoon, how are you? Let me get back over here to Twitch. Got so many things I need to be looking at. So Tatter, what have you had on your needles lately? What have you been working on? I'm making some tankards right now. That's what I'm trying to make. Oh really? You got to order one of our mugs yesterday? Necklaces. Someone gifted it to you, so you already have a mug that somebody gave you, or you just got to order one? Wait, no. You said you had your eye on the Doctor Who mug. Was that yours? Did you get the Doctor Who mug? Because someone ordered one yesterday. Yes, that was yours. Oh, thank you. Through Throne. Okay, well, I'm not familiar with Throne. Oh, it's like an Amazon wish list. You get things you want, and people can, you list things you want, people can gift them to you. Nice. You usually put stuff on your list that are from other streamers. Nice. So you got a mug from us and then a shirt from another streamer. Yes. It's so much more fun sometimes shopping and buying things when you actually know the people that make them. I am unsupervised today. Though actually here. I'll show you where he is. Nope. Let me just change it back. There we go. There he is. Yeah. I'll get it figured out one day. Pro streamer, right? There you go. So I have had this up because we've got a little display out in the front of the studio, and so I'm keeping an eye on this on my other monitor, seeing if anybody comes in. But there's Kiba is guarding the front door. He is the supervisor on duty up there. So yeah. Oh, we have a Wonder Hamster here. See, we have a supervisor. And Minnie's outside bird watching. Cats are solar powered. They need to recharge in the sunbeams occasionally. Yes, Kiba needs a lot of recharging. He's trying. It's not for lack of effort. I say when they're sleeping, they're channeling their energy into me, so I can you know, make pots, so that I can then provide them with treats. I need my guide back. Where is all this? Perfect. I don't need a guide. Actually, I do. Can they channel energy into the crowd down there? Yeah. Kooky, hello. Good afternoon. So here I'm making some more tankards. 24-ounce tankards that you can fill with your beverage of choice. I'm making 24-ounce tankards. They have a wider base on them. My regular mugs I make in 10 and 20-ounce sizes. And this one is a different shape because it has a wider base. So it doesn't tip over as easy. The design was originally called something like a captain's mug or a ship's mug or boating mug, because the wider base, if you're, you know, on a ship that's constantly moving, keeps your drink from sloshing out. And boaters' mugs would be more like, they would have the wide base and a narrow opening, and then maybe even a little bit taller of a rim, just so things would not slosh out. And it kind of evolved into this shape. So far, my day's been pretty good. It's like the first weekend we've had in forever that we're not getting rain, so it's very nice outside. We've got a 400-mile yard sale going on that comes through our town, actually like right through like where I'm at right now. That's why I've got some stuff set up out in the front. But so far, only 2 people have come inside to pay Kiba. You're already tired of the heat. It doesn't take long, does it? We finally got air conditioning back at the not the studio. I'm at the studio, the gallery. so it's a bit more comfortable in there. We have air conditioning here, but I've run 2 kilns in the past 2 days, so you can't feel it. Actually, you can feel it because it's not as bad in here as it would be without air conditioning, so I'm not complaining as much as I could because I know how bad it could be. And I've got a fan helping to, exhaust fan helping to funnel all of the heat out. This thing keeps like sinking lower and lower. I think I'm just gonna have to like straighten it up again. Let's try this again. There we go. That's better. We have 8 tankards, and they will end up looking like this. This is a tankard with the handle on it and everything. It'll get a little thumb rest. And so this the tankards actually get 2 paw print stamps of approval. You have the paw print on the bottom here, and then one on the thumb rest. And why are we so fuzzy? That's what we're making. There we go. Colleen, good afternoon. I'm working on some more tankards. I'll make some regular mugs too, and maybe a few more potion bottles, and then this may be my last throwing day for a little bit because I've got a lot of glazing to do for the Origins show. Oh good, I'm glad you got it. Yeah, I'm glad she likes it. Glad she got it, and I'm glad she likes it. Colleen, I think every one of your family members has at least one piece of my pottery, right? They've been married to. Oh yeah, she felt left out. Yeah, I was so that's how people know. Like if they're a keeper, if Aunt Colleen gives them a mug, then give them a piece of pottery, then they're a keeper. Do we now have 10? We have 10, so I just need to make 10 more of these. I've got 20 of the tankards to do. We're halfway done with those. Hey, Spook! So no, no supervisors for me today. They are actually, or Kiba, I don't know where Minnie is. There he is. There's Kiba. He's guarding the front door today because I've got some stuff outside for the 400-mile yard sale. Like goes right in front of the studio because it's along 6880. So there's a lot of people that have stuff outside. So I've put some of my seconds outside with a big sale sign, seeing if they'd get any attention. And Kiba has had 2 people come in and pet him. So I've got this up here just so I can see if people are coming in. I actually expect to see, if I put it out tomorrow, I would expect to see more people tomorrow because it's Saturday. So I am unsupervised back here. You got to go thrifting today. Nice. What'd you find? Hey, that's a pretty good haul. Isabella, hello. Good afternoon. Here we go. I am making some tankards today. Some of the 24-ounce tankards. Oh, Spook, there were so many, when you were thrifting, there were so many things out of season, like sweaters, that you had to keep reminding yourself, it's summer, you don't need those, yeah. But that's the best time to buy winter clothes, is when they're on sale. Yeah, I've been looking at, like, seeing if I could find any, like, a discount, like, work boots. And I found some, they're just not discounted enough that I'd actually want to buy them right now, because I lost my steel-toed boots at Maryland this year. Like they came apart in the mud. Isabella, I see you're on Kick. We're also streaming on Twitch, and we have tons of emotes and banners and artwork already. So we just need to transfer it over to Kick. But we're actually multi-streaming right now. We just haven't dressed up the Kick side of things. Yeah, I've never had a pair of shoes just come apart on me before, but I've had these for... I had my Timberlands for over 13 years because they were my steel-toed boots that I had when I worked at the factory. So they've lasted a good long time. They did. They lived a good long life, but they just, like, they fell apart. Like, I took a step out of the mud and the sole of my shoe, like, stayed. Colleen, you've got a friend that goes thrifting in the summer to look for things like cashmere sweaters and wool sweaters. She takes them apart and recycles the wool to make herself something. Yeah, like, I wondered if people do that, like, just unravel it, or, like, just, like, chop it up and like, make the, like, the Bernie mittens. Because I see people selling the, recycled mittens, recycled sweater mittens and stuff like that at shows. Yeah, Colleen, you say you rarely see that many handmade items, like maybe a granny square blanket. There's around here, like you see a lot more quilts, and especially because we have a lot of the not necessarily just yard sales, but the estate sales. You can get a stack of quilts for $5. My mother likes to go around and rescue them and kind of document the different patterns. You have 4 rescued crocheted blankets that you use daily. Nice. My mother has a really, really old quilt that belongs to her grandmother. And it was made as like almost like a community project because it's one of the what is the name for like the little bonnet kids? What is the name for that? Because they were used to be everywhere. It's like little boys and little girls with big bonnet heads. It was that style of quilt. It had that's the type of decoration it was, and it had in everybody's you know what I mean. It had in each bonnet had a different person's name embroidered on it. And we had no information about this quilt, though we recognized a couple of the names that were on there as well. My mother's grandmother, and then her would have been her daughters, my mother's aunts, and so we're like, okay, this was hers, and maybe it was, and recognized some like that one of her sisters was on there, and so like, okay, maybe this was they all made it together and quilted it together and then put their names on it, because it wasn't just like a family tree or anything. It was just like everybody who worked on this project, and so she was trying to figure it out, and when my grandmother was still alive, she looked at it and was trying to date it, because this is another side of the family, and was like, because she could do that. She could almost like look at the patterns and the fabric and tell you like how old the quilt was, or at least tell you how old the fabric was, because she was huge into quilting. But but they didn't get a definite date on it. They can date it a little bit by the names on it. They're like, well, it has to be after this because that's when these kids were born. These people were alive, But what is the term that I'm looking for? Is it what is carding? Hand carding? Is that what the term I'm looking for? The batting in the quilt, she said, was hand done. It wasn't like it wasn't purchased. And I'm trying to remember the terminology for that, because my parents didn't know what it was, and at the time, like, I recognized the term, and I told them what it was. I pulled up a video and showed them what it was. And so I'm sure that had to date it. That probably meant that, and so we kind of dated it by that a little bit. Like it had to be at least before, X amount of time, X year, because they moved from the country into town at a certain point. Okay, yeah, carding is part of the process used when processing fleece. I was thinking of like when they you run the fiber through a comb, what looks like a big, huge like comb to separate the fibers. I couldn't think of what that process is. This was right after Maryland, so I had all these terms like freshly on my mind. Yeah, like Holly Hobby, yeah. Like I knew there was kind of like a term for it, but because it had a huge resurgence in the 70s and 80s with like the Little House on the Prairie stuff. They could have carded the fibers and then hand stitched them in for the batting, yeah. But all these different names, like we kind of figured out who all the different names are, like based on like family, like sisters and aunts and this and that. I'm like, okay, this person, it could have been this person. That's their name. That's how they spelled it. And then some of them, I'm like, it could have been a neighbor, and there's no way we're ever gonna know how to find that person or how to figure out like who it was. Friends and neighbors. Something you can't if you just don't. It's not documented. You just don't know. Can't find it on a census record or anything. Sunbonnet Sue, yes, thank you. But I was thinking of the tradition of like several people coming together to work on a huge quilt because it was all hand stitched. That's all you could do. That's how it was made, and just like the community like event that had to be. To me, I think that it seems like it would be an enjoyable experience. You had a Holly Hobby ragdoll. Oh, your mom got mad that you took a pin and drew a pair of glasses on her face because you wore glasses, yeah. Oh, that's cute. I had a sock monkey type toy that was a dog, not a monkey. And that was the one that I carried around everywhere. It's a little bit too thin there. Let's add some more clay. There we go. Okay, we got 3 more of these. So that must have been number 17. You did. You also had your Cabbage Patch Kid. You had an old pair of your glasses you attached to her head with a rubber band. Oh yes, I loved my Cabbage Patch Kids. We are that generation. We to the point that like when the stitches, like I carried them everywhere. Like when the stitches started coming out of their elbows and fingers like they do, like I tried to fix it. I was allowed to get some needle and thread, and I tried to like stitch the fingers and elbows back on. But of course, I'm like I don't. I want it to be colorful. Like I did not care that it was like flesh colored or whatever. So I chose like a different color for each like finger and elbow. So there's no telling what. Oh, I remember what it looked like, but I didn't think it was bad at the time. But I liked it because it was colorful. But oh, hey Mimi, we were learning about quilts. We are, yes. We were talking about like rescuing old like crocheted afghans or rescuing quilts from thrift stores or like estate sales. I think one of the estate sales I saw had a big pile of quilts, and I said that you did some of that. So everybody, Mimi Hatman is my mother. So we were talking about grandmother Murphy's quilt that you showed me with the like the sunbonnet with all the different names on it and how it was hand carded. I don't know if we ever figured out how old it actually was. Yeah, yeah, it's your kind of estate sale, yeah. It was in our neighborhood. There were cars everywhere this morning, like trying to get out. I might walk over there tomorrow morning and see if they have any books left. They had a sewing table for $7. go. So I'm making some more tankards. I don't have too many more left. I think I'll have one left after this one. And Kiba's still guarding the front door. I put some things outside for the 400-mile yard sale because it does come right next to us here on our block because we're on 6880. Ooh, we got some people looking at him. Oh, yeah, Wonder Hamster, like every 30 minutes you try to talk yourself into closing early and then you sell a shirt or a hat. How dare people come in and give you money? Let's see. Here we go. See, there's people outside looking at things. And Kiba there. Oh, they're coming in! They're coming in! Here we go. All right, I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back! But Kiba is now gone. Let's see. There it is. Alright. Now I gotta catch up. So we did. I sold 3 mugs. So they came in and bought stuff. So yay, order hypes, sale hype. In the studio sale hype. So this question may have already been answered. Spook, how do you get a price quote? There we go. Thank you, Wonder Hamster, for sharing the email. Hey, Ninja. Good afternoon. I only sold 3 mugs, so only 3. Now I've got to look at this and see, like, did I cut it? I don't know if I cut it off or not. Let's do it again. BW Crochet! Hey, thank you for the resub. And good afternoon. All right, we got one more. One more of the tankards, that is. No wonder, Hamster. It is all thanks to you. You said to put stuff outside, so I did. And because of it, Kiba has gotten quite a few pets today, and he did not bite this one. He did not bite this person, so he's good. They petted him enough. He bit the first person that came in. So. But they did buy something, so see, if you buy something, you don't get bit by the cat. That's how it works. Diabetes, hello! Ninja, it's been a pretty good day. How has yours been? Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. It's a little bit warm in here because I've had 2 kilns running, but you know, it's not too bad considering how warm it is outside. Closed captioning's at it again. Well, just need to quit messing with it and leave it alone. Here we go. All right, so now we have 20 of these tankards. And next I'm going to do, A few more of the regular mugs. The first one, though, is going to be a, yeah, I've got room over there. The first one is going to be another Marvin mug because I made 5 Marvin mugs for the next show, and I've sold 3 of them. So I'm going to make some more Marvin mugs. And one of them needs to be left-handed, so. And the Marvin mugs are from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And so these are going to be round mugs. They're going to be like the health mugs, like you see in the picture that was just on the slideshow. The pink one is the health mug of the health mana and stamina potion bottle set. I want the rim to be a little bit thicker on here. And then I'm not making this as tall because I want to stretch it out. I want it to be more spherical. Diomedes, when I see a huge leather worker put Daniel in a headlock, I will know it is you saying hello. You're going to be at TwitchCon? Well, just make sure I'm ready so I can get video of that, okay? There we go. That's looking good. At Gen Con, okay. And so this is one of the mugs that we'll have. We'll have Marvin's kind of eyebrows and eyes on here. So it's a mug modeled after Marvin's head. I'll make another one. Ooh, matching dice bags. That could be fun. Do you do any, like, Magic the Gathering accessories? Which a dice bag certainly counts as an accessory. I do play Magic, yes. At Gen Con and Origins is probably like the only times I'm gonna probably get to play, like, you know, sit down in person real Magic to do a draft. If I even have time. In Magic, my colors are red, but everything else is purple. All right, now for the regular mugs. Now I'm going to have to measure this one too. I'm going to make this, measure it, and then adjust my guide. I feel like this is a little bit too tall, but I'm not sure. It is perfect, and that's why I measure. Bruce Weasel, hey! Thank you for the resub! So, hey, Mom Weasel. Toby was just in here a while ago. $72? That could be 6 years, yes. That's a long time. We got everybody here today. I hope that your mom likes that I called her Mom Weasel, because I think it's funny. So if it annoyed her, I think she would have said before now. Ninja, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 2 months. I didn't redo my guide. Oh, I'll have to do this again. Okay, but I think I forgot to reset my guide on that last one. Here we go. Let's do this again. See if I got it right. All right, that's pretty close. Let's do this. There. When your hands are messy, trying to straighten your glasses makes you feel like you're in an episode of Bewitched. Going like this all the time. You try to adjust your glasses when you're not wearing them, yeah. I would probably do that. Now, the mugs I'm making right now, some of these are going to be for orders, but a lot of them are just going to be extra. They're going to be stock. I'm going to make some that are Nashville themed for the shop, but there's going to be some I'm going to start making stuff for Gen Con now. I've got the stuff that I need for Origins. I've just got to glaze it. So anything I make now is going to be like for orders or getting ready for the next one, because the next show, Gen Con, is our biggest show of the year. There we go. Wait, I'm not making a tankard. It doesn't need to be that wide. Gotta remember what I'm doing here. Whoops. We got a holy pot. Let's just fix that. There we go. There we go. See? Fixed it. Good as new. Ooh. See how much taller this needs to be. Just pull the clay up from the bottom and try not to bother that top part much. I'm gonna make it a bit taller. Don't you wish we could all just be made taller and skinnier like that? There we go. Minchy Fox, hello. Good afternoon. I need to be hydrating a lot more than I have been because it's warm back here. Fox? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're having a good Friday. We're a bit warm in here, but we've got ran a kiln last night, then I've been running one today too, so it's not as bad as it could be. You're not at work, so it's nice, yeah. There we go. I'm using my camera to measure these, so I was able to adjust the rim to give it just the right height. Gonna make some of these regular mugs, and then I might do some more of the potion bottles. How long did it take to get the hang of throwing? So I tell people you can get the hang of it, like you can get the steps down in just a few classes. But it takes a long time. It takes a lot of practice to be able to say, I want to make something this shape, this size out of this much clay. And then even more practice to like do it repetitively. over and over again. But you can start making things and just like get the basics of the, centering and pulling up a wall, and you can make things very quickly. It's getting the control, which takes a lot of time, which is the same for any skill, any craft. You can do something, once you learn the steps, you can make things, but then it just takes a while to learn how to do it well. And say, how long did it take me to get the hang of it? Like, I think I'm still learning. But I was making, like... I mean, I've been full-time at this for now, for 13 years now. 13 years. And I think I'm loads better now than I was when I started, but at that time, I thought I was doing pretty good. So it's just kind of like on a, it's like a personal skill level. Everybody's going to be different. Do I hear Minnie somewhere around here? Oh, hello. Minnie, Minnie. Oh yeah, wait till the cats get on me for being too slow. They're like, hurry up, human, we need more treats. Maybe a bit too fast. There we go, that's better. Kind of the bigger the piece gets, the slower you need the wheel to go. The taller or the wider it gets. Where that happens. The slower the wheel needs to go so you can have control over the piece you're trying to make. Minnie's picking out the very best lizard for me. She was eyeing the birds today. Yeah, and Kiba's not even guarding the front door anymore. I don't know if I cut that one off. Did I? Did I cut it off? Yeah, I guess I did. Just didn't look like it. Maybe you should find a sunbeam to sleep in. Yeah, how ungoth of you. Well, there we go. That's a bit better. Let's see. What do I do with my towel? I need to respond to a text. Okay. Whoop. I can feel it going. I can feel it. But we can fix it. Instead of like pulling the clay up, I'm just going to push it back down a little bit to kind of even out that wall. And then I'm going to compress this rim back down. There we go. Ninja, thank you. Yeah, you're getting the measurements for the tea set. Thank you. Bye. Stretch. Am I supposed to be stretching? Ooh, I am. Thank you for the reminder. Whew. Whew. Need to adjust my apron too. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. KB Fibers, thank you for the raid. Good afternoon and welcome. We're all joining in on the crafty fun. I'll try not to splatter anybody, but no promises. Hey KB Fibers, how are you? How's your Friday going? Need to make this rim a bit narrower. Your stream anniversary was today! Congrats! Well, we are making it muggy in here again. You got more knitting done on the 24 bird shawl. That's what you were working on when I came in the other day. So, Kay on Kick, I have no idea what you're saying because I only speak English. Where can you find your affiliate anniversary date? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm sure someone here might have a very good answer for that. KB Fibers, you got a notification. Okay. So how many years has it been then, KB Fibers? What were we celebrating? Four years. Congrats. They are in like the middle of the month. They're raising the cost of the base level, like 1 month sub, to $6. But they are not changing the price of, so a tier 1 sub is going to go up to $6, but they're not changing the price of a tier 2 or tier 3 sub. July, okay. There we go. Shoo. June 25th. That's when we will be at Origins this year, I think. I don't know what day that falls on. That's like around Origins. So it might be right after Origins. It's a Tuesday, so it's after. Okay. This was a little bit wonky, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it is getting close to supper time. I can smell the restaurant next door getting started. It smells good. Guess you need to figure out dinner too. You have leftover pizza. Oh, it's awful. No. Sometimes leftover pizza can be good. Ooh, don't go to sleep. You still got to get something to eat. Now, I've got to go up to the front because there's people in here now. So I've got to take a quick break here. I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and I did sell something. Wolfie Bread, hello. Let's see. So I sold one of the seconds that I put outside. It was a Kentucky platter. I sold a big piece, and but it was a Kentucky platter that I'd made that was cracked, and I've never just gotten rid of it because it was like it was pink and yellow, and it was very epic. Because somebody custom ordered a pink and yellow Kentucky platter, and then like the first one cracked, so I remade it, and I just kept it here and tried to figure out what I could do with it, and somebody wanted it. But it is bright and happy. So we've made a couple things today. We sold 3 mugs and a platter. We can upsize tonight. We planned on grilling. Hey, Knitter Girl, good afternoon. There we go. Let's see. So this one, should it decide to be a mug today, will be number 50. Oh, puppy duty and he's tired. Oh. Isn't that time for puppy cuddles? So we now have 50 pieces. I guess technically 51 with the yarn belt, but 50 mugs. There we go, that fell. I'm going to see if I can get to 60 and then probably be done. Oh, that had a little bit of energy left to bite still, yeah. Kiba has only bit 1 out of the 3 people who came into the studio today, so I call that success. He only bit the person who didn't buy something. Cooper flopped, finally. Yeah, that's how the kittens were. Like, they were either like 90 miles per hour or nothing. Well, I don't know if I can fix this one. That one kind of ripped apart. We're not putting that Humpty Dumpty back together again. That's a claytality. Let's just start over. Alright, we got 54. We have 55. Crystal Wolf, oh, the hard life of a puppy. Kind of like the hard life of a cat. All right, let's do 4 more. You had a Mountain Dew earlier and the dog sucked your energy that you had from that. And that's a lot of energy from a Mountain Dew. I think if I had a Mountain Dew, I would be bouncing off the walls. I haven't had one in like years, a real Mountain Dew. I've had Diet Mountain Dews. All right, let's do 2 more. All right, we're going to do one more. The tile bounced. You probably shouldn't do that. Them artsy ghost. Thank you for the follow. And welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hope everybody's weekend is starting off well. Cookie Jar Pottery, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. This is my last piece I was gonna make. So welcome to the end of the stream. Cookie jars are crumbling in. Well, thank you for the follows. And good afternoon and happy Friday. This is this is mug number 60. And piece number 61 that I've made today, because I did make another yarn bill. But we've been making some mugs today, making it muggy in here. Do I have mud pies? I have pie plates. Well, we do get our hands dirty. Let's see here. Welcome everybody, but yeah, so I'm done now. I'm done for the day. I need to go clear up my display that I've got out front, because this weekend here I'm in Kentucky, and this is the 400-mile yard sale weekend, so which goes along Highway 6880, which is right where we are at. Oh. Well, now we've got an ad break, so it's even worse. Sorry, guys, for raiding into an ad break. And then I'm leaving as well, so I'm going to try to find somebody else to raid. Cookie jar? I don't even know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, what were you working on? I'm going to see who else is on. Not as many people are usually on Fridays. Let's see. You made some drinking vases, trimmed a few things. Trimming is my nemesis. I hate, loathe, and despise it, so more power to you. Let's see what we got here. We got sassafras. There's another glass blower? Let's go see what they're doing. Wonder Hamster, I have not moved the car, but as soon as I raid somebody, I'm gonna go do that. So I don't know where you are. Yes, there's somebody doing glass blowing. So their name is Glass Blower. Let's go see what they're doing. They have a nice setup too. They're doing a First Friday art walk. Ooh, fun. Doing some demos. You're at the bypass? Okay. Then I will hurry up and move the car. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If I don't see you again, enjoy your weekend. But I do have to go pretty soon. And I got to go move my car. So I will see y'all later. Have a good one. And